late night last night. Went to see Grateful Shred and just destroyed it. Strong 50, 60,000 step day and night dancing. But anyway, so I was just talking to somebody who I used to work with Friday. Firemen run towards fires. Unfortunately, it's probably like just a drug overdose. But I digress. So I was just talking to someone. We were talking about some of the old times. So this is an old school tactic if you're really, really playing to win, right? So say you get into like if you're running a sales territory and there's a really good sales guy who's beating out your sales guy, and you're like the new VP or the director or whatever. Basically what you do, which I did, so I'll just tell you what I did. So we were in Southern California. You always got to own your own patch. So we had an office in Boston, an office in Southern California back in the day, one of these companies. And I got to there, and some of the sales reps were like, "Oh, there's this guy here, and he's really beating us out, and he's better than us, and he's got a better expense account, he's got this, he's got that, and blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So I ping the guy on LinkedIn, and I basically say, "Hey, bro, I'm the new director here, and or VP or whatever I was, and I hear from all my sales reps that you're just the absolute man for Southern California in the space that we're in. I'd love to talk to you about jumping ship and coming to talk to me." So he's like, "Yeah, I don't really know. I'm like, "Yeah, this place is kind of banged up, so, I can see why you wouldn't want to come in, but I'm trying to do a turnaround, so would you come in and do an interview with me?" He's like, "Yeah, I will." Guy lives over in Manhattan Beach or something. So everyone else is going to know the time. So right before he comes in, I say to all my sales reps, I go, "I'm just going to show you this Joey bag of donuts that you've been losing to. Notice how the belt will have multiple things of how he hasn't bought a new belt as he's gotten larger over the years. And you can still see the rings on it. Notice how the belt doesn't really match. Probably like, this is a Joseph A. Banks type of guy, right? With Cole Haun's on, right? So anyway, the guy comes in, real cocky, blah, 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 blah. So I'm sitting in the back, we're sitting there, we're talking about the business, we're talking about this, we're talking about that, we're talking about this, we're talking about that. So we get into like why he's leaving his job and blah, 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 blah. And he basically says, you know the reason I'm losing my job? He goes, "I put in my thing that I have a dentist appointment during this time, and look at my boss blowing my phone up right now." And I said, "Well, I can tell you why that's happening." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I tweeted that you're here on an interview." He said, "Dude, I got 2 kids." I said, "That's your problem. Have a nice day." That's how we used to do it, kiddos. Practice it.